Hola, amigos. Perez Hilton here, and I'm outside again to make a video because I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling stressed, overwhelmed, dealing with anxiety, there is something truly healing about stepping out of where you are and an issue may be and just being outside and breathing the fresh air and giving thanks for what you do have. And this is my first parenting update of 2019, and I am so thankful that my kids are back in a routine. Whew, child. Being gone for about 3 weeks was a struggle with little ones for many reasons. And here is a major mistake that I made while on vacation that you can hopefully avoid as well. I mentioned not that long ago, I think it was December, I made a video about some job offers that I got, 2 that were taken away from me. And I've learned a lot from that experience. As a result of that, I never made a reservation in the Airbnb that I wanted in Las Vegas, which was a great Airbnb that would have fit my family's needs. Instead, I got a random other one that on paper seemed fine, but in practicality did not work at all. Let me tell you the huge mistake I made. So this Airbnb that we got in Vegas had enough beds, but not enough bedrooms. There was a loft in the house with 3 beds in the loft. Now, if you're a bunch of adults doing that, well, maybe not if your friends are rowdy or inconsiderate, but you know what? It's maybe not even the best situation for anybody. But it was so hard not having space for the kids and being able to hear everybody downstairs, and it was such a mess. Lesson learned. Make sure you get enough bedrooms at an Airbnb and not just enough beds. But the vacation was great, even though it may have triggered my anxiety, as I spoke about in my video from yesterday, because I overindulged with food, and that has messed up with my brain. But I also am happy to be back in a routine, because not just kids, I think adults strive with consistency as well. And there have been some great things that happened this week. Thankfully, I don't have many complaints, except for how my son responded to me giving him a coloring book. But we'll see what happens next week, or next, tomorrow, when I give him something new and how he responds to that, because he may not get anything for a while if I don't like it. I have to sit down and really put some thought into how I'm going to approach that. Anyways, my son, though, is going through a real, not growth spurt, but brain spurt. And he keeps asking me all sorts of questions. And earlier this week, his sister, Mayte, got her shots, which I'll jump around for a second. She handled it like a champ. Actually, she handled her 15-month shots way better than the last time I had to go take her to get shots, even though she's still a little bit dubious. And as soon as I put her down in the pediatrician's bed, or whatever you call that, starts bawling, but took it like a champ. Thankfully, did not get a fever. Her leg didn't swell. The pediatrician warned me that her leg could swell as a result of the injection. And she has been an angel. You know, she maybe it's because by necessity, Darwinism, she's the third child. She needs to be the easiest. It may not always be the case, and it may change in the future. She may be the most difficult one in the future. It kind of happens. Maybe it fluctuates. I don't know. If you have multiple children, let me know. It's probably going to fluctuate and change your children's wants and needs at different ages. But I gotta get this on video. She's obsessed with this one doll of hers, and she's only 15 months, and she keeps playing with this doll and kissing the doll, mothering this doll, and it's the most beautiful thing because she must just see that in the house and mimic that, or inherently she knows to do that, and it just fills me with goodness here. So she's been an angel, and her brother has had a lot of questions this week about shots because his sister got shots. He asked me, when is he getting his next shots? I don't know is the honest answer. What are shots like? And I try to explain it to him that shots are like strengthening your immune system. And he said, so shots are like going to the gym? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm like, shots are like going to the gym. And when we go over our 8 most important things in life every morning, this past week mentioned repeatedly, shots are part of being healthy. And being healthy is the 3rd most important thing in life, according to me. And you know what? Even though it causes stress for me and takes me nearly an hour and a half to take my son and Mia to school every morning because they're in different schools, it's so worth it because my son loves to ask questions on the way there, and my daughter is in a different phase. Mia, is in a real explosion of creativity, and she loves to come up with all these stories, and I love it. Sometimes she'll ask me to play with her. We make it a game, but I just love hearing her make up these stories on the spot, and I can't even remember all of it. Like literally I had a different story every dang day this week. My brain is a mush literally. I know there was one about Little Black Riding Hood, and a lot of her stories are like mishmashes, hodgepodges of a bunch of fairy tales, but she makes them her own, and she is awesome. In fact, one day this past week, Mia got into her sister's crib, not the crib, the playpen, and my initial inclination was to get her out of there, but I just told her, okay, I love what I'm seeing. Don't stand up in the playpen because you're going to break it. If you're going to be here, you have to be seated next to your sister. And they played like that for a while, and it was so beautiful. I don't even think it's a big deal, which is why I'm saving it towards the end. But the title of this video is Seeing My Kids Less. And that may happen. It already did happen, actually. Last weekend, I was already in Los Angeles. And on Saturday and Sunday, I was so sick with the flu that I could not be bothered to post any photos on Instagram of my kids or my mom. I didn't upload any videos on YouTube or Facebook of us. And normally I feel, this pressure to make sure that every day I have content of all my kids and my mom. And it's a happy pressure because I love being able to document that and having that for their future. But that's probably going to happen again this year. If there's a day where I'm too busy with this or that or the other, or I just didn't get one, I have to stop beating myself up over the little things. So my kids were a great entryway in 2019 to me being kinder to myself, which is something that I really need to work on, and maybe a lot of you need to work on that as well. So I'm going to work on being kinder to myself. I've already started that, and I don't want to get into too much about my mom, but she's, just send positive vibes to my mom, okay? And me, and my family, and I send them to you. And, yeah. This has been a good weekend. I took Mia to a birthday party. I haven't overextended myself. We'll see what we're up to today. I woke up without having a plan, which I kind of love, because if you know me, I'm a planner. So yeah. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Thank you. I don't even know. God damn. I love you. Thank you. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. I'm sending you all of the positive energy, 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 positive energy. You deserve it.